Welcome back, everybody, to George's Magic Cars, and I want to show you some of my thrift store finds I found today, Saturday. And well, these aren't them, but I wanted to show you an example of what I found. And these are very cool. I found them many decades ago. And well, actually, one of these I didn't find at a thrift store. I found at a toy toy show. And this is very cool. So I want to show you the latest version of the Matchbox Super Kings. And this is K74 Volvo Estate, made in England, 1979. So it was just a few years before Matchbox. Well, unfortunately, they had to sell because they weren't doing very well. But Matchbox was still very popular. And this is very cool casting. Now, I found this at a toy show. And it wasn't that much. I think it was about $10 that I paid for it. And I absolutely love Volvos, so this was a natural for me to buy. And I think I paid around $10, maybe $15 for it. And it's in beautiful shape. And I absolutely love these Volvos. I've always loved Volvos. You know, I'm an older guy, so the Saint, Roger Moore, drove a Volvo P1800. And I absolutely love those cars. And well, I had a school teacher, and my brother, who was 5 years older than I, he had one of those. I don't know the model, and I could have looked it up, but one of those older Volvos that looked like an old '40s Ford. And well, my brother had one of those, and it was cool. And a school teacher had one of those, and he actually went ice racing because that was in Ontario. And used when the lakes froze over, he used to, well, people used to race on the lakes. They'd make uh, a track on the ice, and it was a lot of fun to watch. And so that was a pretty cool teacher to have. That was in my young days. My, wow, I won't say how old. But anyways, so this is very cool, and it's got an opening hatch. And now it's not attached on the left side, but it still works. And it's got a trailer hitch. It's got opening doors. It's a right-hand drive. And one cool feature about this, well, besides it's got spring suspension, well, this goes back to, well, 79, but in 74, North American cars had to have impact absorbing front bumpers, and Matchbox complied. And it actually has springs for the front bumper. That's really cool. So that's just like the real car. And so that's really neat. And I just love it. Right-hand drive. It's in beautiful shape. You know, it's not perfect, but I absolutely love it. And so I want to show you a Corgi version. Well, not a Corgi version of the Volvo, but this is the later years in the Corgi lineup. And they went like Matchbox, where they started making larger vehicles. And I'll show you a Corgi and a Matchbox in older, well, the way they made them prior to making them larger. And I guess they did that to, well, like Matchbox were larger. They made them larger than the 1/64 scale that they had in '60s, just for better play value. That was the reasoning. So Corgis, you know, like they made them bigger too, just like Matchbox. And well, Corgi was really innovative. I'll show you that one compared to Dinky and Matchbox. And I love this one. The hood opens and you get to see the engine. And so that's really cool. I absolutely love it. And very nice details. So anyways, love this one. Now, like I said, it's not perfect. As you can see, the headlights, you know, it's chromed, and, you know, the chrome's wearing off a bit. But I found this, and I think I paid less than $5 for it. maybe five, I don't know, I can't remember. But back when I started collecting in 80, 88 and into the 90s, you could find these really cheap in decent shape. So that's what I loved about finding used diecast like this. So I'll show you a Corgi version next. Well, this one, if you look at the bottom, there's the patent application. Now, I don't know, I could look it up, I guess, but if any of you collectors know what that patent application numbers mean, but I believe the last two, well, the /62 is the copyright 1962. And now I looked it up, and this is actually from 1965. Now, this was another used one I found at a thrift store, and as you can see, the corner of the bumper's broken off. But Corgi Toys back in the 60s had these jeweled headlights. If you can see in the light, I don't know. But anyways, they're jeweled headlights, and that was a feature of Corgi. Now, Corgi was the one that really led the industry. They came out with opening features and details that nobody else had. And then, of course, Matchbox had to follow through, and Dinky Toys too. And so, yeah, it's not in the best shape, but it's all there other than the corner of the bumper. And it's got actual metal wheels on it, I do believe. Yeah, they're metal wheels. Rubber tires. So this one, finding used, wow, that was really cool. And it's got lots of opening features, like Corgi was the first to do all this. And you go around back. And very cool, even the floor detail. And then, as you can see, these are broken because I think somebody actually probably tried taking it apart. But it just snaps in, and then they rivet it together, and it's supposed to hold together. The taillights are still there because they're recessed into the back, so they didn't get worn off. But how cool is that? Opening trunk, doors, and as you can see, even the seats fold. That's so cool. That's what I love about Corgi. Corgi is one of my favorite, well, my all-time favorite diecast from the 60s because they just had so many cool details, and everybody else, Dinky and Matchbox, had to follow suit. So let's get a little closer look. So even the dashboard, look at that. They had details for the center console. Gotta love it. And then, well, the hood opens. Let's close this. So to get it open, what you have to do is, let me adjust the camera here, is you have to actually press down on the front suspension, and then the hood opens, and then you can use your fingernail. So you see that little button in where the air cleaner is. So that's how you open it up. So that's really neat. So that's what I love about these older Corgis. Now this ties into, well, one of the cars I found. And well, like I said, the last two numbers, 62. So that's when the patent application happened. And this is 65 when this one came out. And so let's look at a Matchbox, and we'll see that one related to what I found as well. So hang on. All right, well, let's look at the chassis. First of all, this is Matchbox Super Kings. And I wish Matchbox would come out with, well, the new Matchbox would come out with more Super Kings versions. Actually, they did. I guess I could show you one, so hang on. All right, now I showed this one in a video a long time ago. And they did come out with it in 2005. And now I don't know if they didn't sell well and they stopped making them, but they really need to bring these back. And this is absolutely cool. I love this one. And so it's got the original style wheels. Oh, wait a minute. Well, these wheels, I guess I'll show you the truck. So there's the wheels on the truck. Well, similar anyway, so I got to show the truck to you a little bit later. And so this was very cool. I love this. Now, can Mattel bring out some more of these? There's the other vehicles that were available. And of course, I never found these. Found the other ones, but well, actually I found some, anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. But anyways, so Super King, so that's really nice that Mattel was able to bring out some of these. Anyways, so getting back to this one. This is really cool. I love this, made in England. Now this is copyright 76. And yeah, so patent number, and I don't know what that means, but this is really cool. Let's see, I'm not sure exactly when this came out, but this would be, well, 76, but I think there were other versions of this. And fairly simple interior, nothing working, but look at that steering wheel. That's pretty cool. And the light's still on there. Now, I didn't clean this one up. I could, but, you know, with these paper decals, I don't want to use any kind of cleaning product on it. So I thought I'd just leave it like it is. There's a little mark there, you know, dirt around there. But otherwise, well, the only thing missing is the trailer hitch got chewed off or whatever. And there's one piece of the decal missing. Otherwise, how cool is that? And of course, spring suspension. So that's really neat. So that's 76. So I want to show you, well, an earlier one that I found. So that's the Matchbox version. I have a Corgi. And then, well, let's look at the Texaco tanker truck I found. And this one I found together. And I thought, how cool is that? That's the best tanker truck I ever found. It's all complete. You know, the decals aren't in the best shape, but they're actually pretty nice. And, well, there's a plastic hose here on that side, plastic hose here on this side, and they plug into those sections on the bottom. And, well, here we got that part still on. We got, well, let's take it apart. And then all the plastic still there. You know, the chrome's worn off. You know, decals aren't in the best shape, but they're still there. So that's really cool. Now, I can't remember how much I paid for this, but it was less than $10, definitely. And now, some of these had clear windows and some had green windows. And as you can see on the bottom, we'll have a look here. So copyright 73, K16/18, Ford LTS series tractor, made in England. And now, a lot of people know these as semis, but the truck version and the trailer is known as tractor trailer. And anyways, so it's all in beautiful shape. And what's really cool is you just press on this and the hood opens. And then you get to see the engine. And then you just snap it back in place. How cool is that? And let's look at the trailer. So here we have the Super Kings. And so that's the K18, which is why it has K16 and K18 on the bottom. And well, I noticed that, you know, the spring portion for the rear tires on the tractor are orange, and this one is kind of a gold color. I thought, okay, is that a mistake or something? But no, I looked it up, and that's the way it came. And well, there you go. You got the wheels, so you can leave the trailer on its own like that, and then you can drive the truck around. So that's really cool. Now, I want to show you the cars I found first. Now, this is a Corgi, and like I said, copyright 62, or pending 62. Well, I went into this one thrift store not thinking I'll find anything, but lo and behold, March 12th was when they put it on display for sale. $5. I thought, look at that. The decals are still there. And now this particular one came out with a bunch of different numbers and different colors. And it's right-hand drive. And now somebody glued the tires on. Oh my goodness. But tires, you know, they get kind of brittle anyways and break. So I'm sure I can find some replacement tires for it. And okay, it's chipped up, but look at the jeweled headlights. How cool is that? So those are still on, and a lot of times you might find one in better condition, but those are missing. And I thought, how cool is that? I love it. So that's perfect. And well, it's missing one tire, and you see it's kind of messed up with the glue, but these are actually metal wheels. And well, here's the bottom. And look at that. Copyright, oh well, application date is 1959. So this would be early 60s model, I'm guessing. And I looked it up, and there's, like I said, there's different numbers. There's number 1, number 5, whatever. Overall, for $5, I love this. I love it. Now, you could restore it. And well, look at the rivets there. They're like nail heads almost. But here's the chassis again. So made in Great Britain, patent application. Morris Mini Cooper, not an Austin Mini, a Morris Mini Cooper. Very cool. Now back in the 60s, my uncle bought the very first Mini, a used one, 59. And it had a different grill. Well, it didn't have any grill, so he just got this perforated metal sheet and made a grill for himself, and then he painted it, you know, British racing green with a white roof. And so that, of course, left a lasting impression on me that I've always loved minis since then, back in the 60s. So I'm an older guy, if you haven't guessed by now. But look at that, the decals are still on it. So somebody bought this, played with it, and well, the paint's not in best shape, but at least they didn't abuse it. Now there's a few little cracks in the windshield, but a lot of people drive older cars with cracks in the windshield, and well, it doesn't matter. As long as you can still see out, then why not? So this is a good candidate for restoration, or well, I just want to maybe get 4 new tires, clean up the wheels, and then just enjoy it as it is. Now, once again, when I was younger, I had another school teacher. It was a math teacher, I believe it was, in grade school. And when I lived in Ontario, and the lakes froze over, and they made a snow racing track, and he had a Mini. Actually, I think it was the music teacher. Yeah, that was back in Ontario a long time ago, when there was actually a music class that everybody took. And he had one, and he used to race it. So on the West Coast, I had the math teacher that had the Volvo that would race it. And a grade school teacher that had a Mini that would race it. So, of course, I love cars, and those always are my favorite memories of a child being a young person. There's those jeweled headlights. That's what I loved about Corgi. Now, this was before that they started making opening features, whatnot. Corgi actually were the first ones. If you go back to the beginnings of Dinky and Matchbox, they had no windows, no interior, and well, Corgi was the first to come out with an interior, so that's why I love Corgis. Anyway, so let's get on to the truck, because that's really cool. The second one I found to go with that truck, oh man, I just love it. So hang on. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. I got to show you my Matchbox find I found. And this one is in pretty nice shape. And now this one, like the Corgi, was $5. And here's the price right here. And now this is an early version of the Lamborghini Miura. And as you see, it's got the opening engine cover. And the louvers here are a separate piece. And a lot of times that's missing. And it's all complete except what's going on with the paint. Like, why did that happen? The wheels, because they're inset into the body more. The chrome's going to last. Here, let's focus. So the chrome's kind of protected there, right? Well, except for the right front one, it's a little worn. And same with the paint on the other side. Like, what happened there? I don't know. Whoever owned it maybe scraped it off so it looks cool, like it was, I don't know. But anyways, there you go, the V12 engine in the back, the transverse V12 engine. And then the interiors in, glove got caught there. So there's the interior, okay, pretty basic, $5. And the decal's still on there. Now, this is one of the rarer models of the Matchbox Lamborghini. And so that's pretty cool. And then you see the metal headlights. Well, that's actually part of the chassis. And here's the chassis here. So Matchbox Speed Kings, K24 Lamborghini Miura, 1970. Now, how cool is that? So it's got spring suspension, you know, the opening hood. And well, you know, this is a good candidate for restoration, but I don't know, maybe I can match the paint somehow. And of course, around back, well, all the surfaces that stick out are worn off, but somebody loved this as a child, and then as an older person thought, well, I'll just donate it to a thrift store, you know, help out. Because these thrift stores are, you know, they help local communities and stuff. So it's nice that they donated it, and I'm happy to pay the money. And wow, how cool is that? Look at the details on just the grill there. So gotta love that. Gotta love it. And, you know, as much as I'd love to restore it, it's just as cool in play-worn condition. So anyways, that's that one. Now let's go to the truck, because this is something I really loved finding. And actually, I saw these two in the display case first, and I thought, okay, well, I'll find somebody. Let's no, can you open it up? Because I want these two. And then I looked down and, oh, I'll take that as well. I'll take that as well. And so here, let's get this out of the frame. And okay, so what I found is a perfect companion to this one. And so let's beep, 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 beep. Sorry. And here we go here. Look at this. Wow, how cool is that? And I thought, wow. When he opened the cabinet, I said, oh, I looked at down at the bottom and said, I'll get that one too. And so here, let's back it up. Wow, look at this. All right. How cool is that? To have everything there, there's nothing missing on this one. There's a bit of damage, but here, let's take this off at $10. So March 12th, and that's March 12th. So I'm guessing March 12th, somebody donated all three of these. And I just happened to find these, and how cool is that? And look at this. Well, this is the only decal that's really messed up. But here we go. Now, the little tabs for the doors are broken off. And if I can open this up, so it opens up. Now, these are plastic, but so cool. And then this one, okay, let's take the trailer off. Now, this one sticks on real good. Okay. And then once I got it home, I opened it up because as you can see, the little tabs are broken off. But once I open it up, it's like, what? There's foam in here. Oh. So I don't know why the foam is in there, little pieces of foam, but okay, well, the cargo wasn't quite emptied yet. Oh, see, that's how I found it. It was shoved in because those little tabs are broken off, so. But the fact that they're both still here, I think, how cool is that? Okay, now same thing. Well, let's look at the trailer. And as you can see, there's Lesney Productions, 1973, made in England, Matchbox. And it says K17 trailer. And you notice, okay, that's kind of a, well, not gold, but lighter beige or whatever. And then I noticed on the truck, oh, it's orange. What? I thought, oh, is that the right cab for the trailer? And now the trailer is in red and the cab is actually in this metallic red. And I thought, oh, well, maybe somebody replaced that. Now, and then I looked up online and realized, no, actually, that's the way it came. Because if you look at that one, that's got orange and that's got the same color. So, yeah, they had different colors. Sometimes this was black, and there were other colors, just like the window unit. Let's put that back together. Just like the window, this is green, this is clear. Well, some of these came with green windows as well. So as far as I'm concerned, this is all complete like it was when it was new. And so that one was on the front. And that sticks on real good. And then the back one, it fits on. You can actually snap it on tight, but it comes off easy enough. All right. Oh, let's put it back on. So for $10, look at this side. The decals are nice. Now, this originally came with white containers with the same decals. And, well, this would be the later version. And so how cool is that? And they're both copyright 73. And so this is a perfect companion. There you go there. Oh, well, let's go this way. 73 Lesney products, Matchbox. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just absolutely love this. So let's put the wheels up. So anyways, I just love finding used die-cast that somebody else once loved, and I love them just as much. So I hope you enjoy these as much as I do. Thank you very much for watching. And if you love my content, please subscribe. I want to get to 2,000 subscribers. That would make me happy, knowing that I have people who love cars as much as I do and want to watch and subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.